Hey there, y'all. Welcome on back to the Mountain Man. Now, today, I just have a raw video, not going to be editing it at all. I just want to talk about what happened with Jeffro and our little Facebook call that we did the other day. So, me and my friend Daniel, he was over, so we just were having some fun. And, he's a bit of a skeptic. He doesn't really believe in Bigfoot all that much. So he kind of wanted to talk to Jeffro, and I wanted to talk to Jeffro. I never talked to him, actually, you know, with our voices before. I've just only messaged him on Facebook Messenger. And we were, it's always pretty nice, our conversations. Back in the day, he was upset with me for just kind of what he called like spamming. Too many messages, I guess I sent to him, but whatever, we moved past that. That's just the excited fan, I would say, getting to talk to somebody on their favorite show. That's all that was, but I guess as they say, never meet your heroes. Not that Jeff was ever my hero, but I don't know. Somebody I thought was kind of funny on Mountain Monsters and stuff. I liked him for that. But yeah, not no more. Not really so much, no. Anyways, I called Jeff. Me and Daniel, we were just hoping to talk to him. And to my surprise, he actually answered. And right into it, right off the bat, he was just like this angry look he had on him. And it's like the look of death he's giving me. And I'm like, oh, okay, but what did I do? And then he starts talking, and he's like, hey, why are you trashing me? Why are you trashing my show? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I know in the interview, you may have seen it the other day. I posted it. I did have to take it down because apparently you're not allowed. I didn't know that, but I guess it makes sense. You're not really allowed to record interviews and post it online. Like if you're talking to somebody, like without their, their old consent. But it's so, I hate stuff like that. It's those annoying little laws. But, Jeff was getting all pissy on Facebook, and he asked me to take it down after he saw that I put it on. They must watch me a lot. They must have nothing else better to do than watch me. I think he thinks that I'm a lot higher up than I am. I'm a nobody, really. I'm just just a guy with a YouTube channel talking about his favorite show. Not no more, maybe, but yeah. Sons of Appalachia is now, I think, because they're great. I love what they're doing on their channel. But anyways, yeah, I think he thinks that I'm with them. I'm somehow involved, like with the Sons of Appalachia. Something really must have went down between Jeff and the former Ames team members, Buck, Huck, and Bill. I don't know what happened, but the reason that they split, it must have been pretty serious, because the way Jeff was talking, it's like he thinks that, well, he hates me, and he thinks that I'm working with them. I'm kind of like the hellhound doing the Bigfoot's dirty work. That's what he thought. That's what he thought in the interview. He kind of says something along those lines, and it's like, what? Like, why do you think I'm so? I don't get it. I really don't. I don't know why he thinks I'm so like high up. Like, what does he think? I'm a road team member? I don't know what the hell he thinks. But anyways, maybe the Dark Force just still has a hold of his mind. Who knows? Honestly, who really knows? But anyways, let's get back to where it all started. He kind of like comes at me, and he's saying all this stuff like, why are you trashing my show? And I think what he's referring to is a recent video I put up about Jeff and Willie's new show, Ames the Appalachian Files, which was on the Channel 12 TV network, getting canceled. Now, I guess I said that wrong, because it didn't actually get canceled. It just got pulled off the network. I kind of took it at like the article that was posted about that. I kind of took it as that it was canceled, but I guess it's just been pulled off that network, but it's still on Nightmare Plus. But anyways, Jeff didn't like that. I didn't say even anything like really bad in that video, though. It was nothing really too negative. I mean, I just said the only like two things. I watched it a few times over, and the only two things I think I said that could have pissed Jeff off was that, I don't really care that it got canceled, but I'm allowed to say that. I'm allowed to say that. Like, why not? I said, I'm not really, like, I don't really care. I never seen it. I heard it was terrible, but I don't know. I never seen it, once again. So I'm not saying that it's terrible. I heard from other people that it was terrible. Almost everybody in the comments of the original video I posted about that who was like, it's a terrible show. Like, I just watched the first episode. It's just like a ripoff of Mountain Monsters. Like, there's countless of those types of comments. And it's like, that's not coming from me. You do know that, right, Jeff? The comments aren't all coming from me. They're coming from people that watched your show. I don't know. Either way, I guess that pissed him off. He didn't like that. And I also said at the end that, I love Brother Willie. Jeffro, whatever. I think, maybe it'd be better because I thought the show was canceled. So I'm like, okay, they need a new show now, right? But I guess it's not canceled. It's just been pulled off that network. So I'm like, I think it'd be cool if Brother Willie joined the SOA team and went on their show, because that's a show that's really worth watching. And it's a great show. And I love Brother Willie. So I think it'd be great if he went on there. And there doesn't seem to be any hard feelings between Willie and Bill and Buck and Huck. It seems to be Jeffro has the hard feelings towards them. So whatever went down, I'm not going to get into what went down because I don't know. It would just be pure speculation. I don't know. I think it was involving Jeff, but that's, again, just speculation. Jeffro seems to think that I'm not allowed to say anything negatively about his show online. He thinks that that's a crime, I guess, to voice your opinion over a TV show. Not even a TV. Oh, is it? It's not even. Is it even on TV? It's on like Channel 12 TV network. This thing nobody's ever heard of. I don't know. Anyways, the point is, Jeffro, I don't know what you're mad about. I really don't. I mean, the only reason I said that I'd rather have Willie is because, I don't know, I got the feeling that Jeffro was the one that possibly started this. I don't know why they split up, but I don't think it's right that they did. But you know what? Honestly, I don't blame the SOA guys for splitting up with Jeff if it was something he caused. We've seen on Mountain Monsters before, scuffles between Jeff and other team members. And, honestly, have we ever seen like Huck and Buck fighting each other? No, it was always Buck and Jeff, or Jeff and Huck. What about that one time when he's like, well, the Dark Force had a hold of his mind. I know, but I'm just saying, that's no excuse to ever act that way, I don't think. But I don't know how it would feel to have the Dark Force a hold of my mind, but I sure think it wouldn't feel too great, but I don't know. Anyways, yeah, another thing that Jeffro said was, why do you got a picture of me? Why do you got a picture of me on your desk? What's that all about? Okay, why is this a problem? I have a picture of you on my desk, a picture that my brother got me on your eBay store for Christmas last year. That's why it says #1 superfan, Who's Hunting Who, 2024, signed by Jeffro. There it is. I put it in a frame and I put it on my desk. Why is that bad again? Why is that illegal? Not that you said it's illegal, but that's what you're kind of alluding to. All this stuff is like a crime. First of all, you're voicing my opinion over your show. I didn't even say anything negative, but even if I did, okay, it's not a crime. Second of all, putting your image on my desk, I think I'm allowed to do that. I think I am. I think I'm allowed to do that. What you're not allowed to do is threaten somebody. Threaten somebody who's 55 or so years younger than you, mind you, on an online video call. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right at all. What Jeff said to me in that interview that I have all recorded. Don't worry, I didn't delete it. Oh no, he wanted me to delete it. No, I just made it private because I'm not going to delete evidence. When you said to me that at a point you're so mad that you wanted to come up to Canada, knock on my door, and punch me square in the face, I don't take that threat lightly. I don't know if you were just joking. I don't think so. The tone of voice certainly didn't sound like a joke at all. And we're not buddies, obviously, clearly. So I don't think that's something you joke about. So if you want to make threats, Jeff, well, that's just uncalled for. And, I hope you don't make another one, because won't be good. Won't be good at all. But anyways, yeah, I just think that this whole situation is just stupid. All I did was call Jeff on Facebook because I wanted to talk to him, because I'm a fan, not anymore. But I wanted my friend Dano, who's a Bigfoot skeptic, to talk to him about Bigfoot and stuff. I wanted, him to talk to Jeff. And what happened was Jeff just turned into an a-hole and just started saying all types of mean things, pointing the finger. First of all, I don't even know why he was targeting Daniel. Daniel's never even been in a Bigfoot video, like a Mountain Monster style video, talking about Jeff, Willie, anybody on the old Ames team. Daniel's never been in any stuff like that. He's just been in vlogs and stuff. So why did it even concern Daniel? I don't know. He just kind of got roped into it, and then things got out of hand. I didn't do much talking in the interview, because, first of all, I was pretty flabbergasted that he answered. And then, second of all, that he answered and was angry. Like, how professional is that? You know, you answer the phone to a fan that's been promoting your show for years on his YouTube channel. I mean, they would not have the publicity without me, just saying. Especially for their new show, which nobody's ever heard of on this network that's like, what? What's Channel 12 TV network? Nobody's ever heard of this. Nobody would have heard of it if my video didn't come out, which got about 25,000 views or so. Now, thank you all for watching, by the way, because that certainly helped me out a lot. That was a big video for me. That original one I made about their new show. But anyways, yeah, I'm just saying, people are allowed to say what they want online, Jeff. You know, what you're not allowed to do is make threats, which is what you did to me. And I have the evidence. So don't be saying any more threats to me, Jeff. Okay? And second of all, I just want to throw in there that Brother Willie is such a genuine person. I absolutely love him. He's such a nice guy. He handled the situation perfectly. Jeff was so upset that he just what a crybaby. He had to hand the phone over to Willie to straighten things out. And Willie just was such a nice person, such a gentleman, and he just talked to us. He let Daniel talk. Daniel talked a lot, and you know, he just let the situation he let us hear. He listened to our side of the story, whereas Jeff just was like blah 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 blah. You did this, you did that, pointing fingers left and right. And Willie did not, on the other hand, because he's like, you know, I don't know what Jeff exactly heard. I'm watching the video right now. He showed us his phone. I do want to point out the video that he showed me. It was actually from the Cryptic Narwhal, which is one of my buddies who also makes mountain monsters, like Sons of Appalachia, Appalachian Files type of videos. So he's also in this Bigfoot community. So I guess Willie was watching the wrong one. So maybe if he would have watched the right one, I don't know if he would have been upset. I don't think so, though, because Willie's not that type of guy. And I didn't say anything bad about Willie. I love Willie. I would never ever say anything bad about Willie. And just for the record, I don't hope that they both lose their job. You know, I don't hope that their show goes under. Did I say I was a little bit happy that it got canceled? Yes, but not for Willie. I love Willie. And I shouldn't even have said that. And I knew that right when I said it, that I shouldn't have said it, because it just sounds like I'm tearing down them and Willie especially, and that's not what I meant. I meant that I didn't like Randy Stewart, who's the guy behind the show. Not anymore, but he's the guy behind the network, I guess. And I wasn't a big fan of him. He was really mean to me on TikTok, so that's why I said that. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry to Willie, and even I guess to Jeff, although I don't think you deserve an apology. He won't give me one, so I guess I'll give you one. Sorry for if I said anything bad. I don't know exactly what I said. If you're mad about the parodies from before that Rewind 721 made, I didn't even make those, so I don't know. I don't know. You can't laugh at yourself once in a while. Then I don't know. You must be a sad person, I guess. I don't know what to say. But the parodies were all in fun. So if that's what you're mad about too, I don't know. I think he was mad about that in the past, but not no more. I don't even know. I don't know what to think anymore. I really don't. I never thought Jeff would be like that. Although it doesn't surprise me at the same time, because like I said, he was kind of like that in the show too. But anyways, yeah, you won't be seeing this anymore. So say goodbye to this. Maybe I'll sell it on eBay for a hefty price tag. I don't know. Maybe I'll just I don't know, get rid of it. Just not show it anymore. Because I don't really want to support Jeff. I'll support Willie all the way. But I won't be making any more videos around their Ames Appalachian Files show, and I will not be watching it either. I'll be supporting the Sons of Appalachia, and I really do honestly still hope that Brother Willie eventually joins them one day, the SOA team, because I think he'd be such a delight on that show. And, you know, no ill will towards Jeff, but I'm just saying, I hope that, because I love Brother Willie. He's such a nice guy. He was nice to us, me and Daniel. He showed us even behind the scenes of a monster they caught, which was Sully. And that was funny. He was being funny. He's such a nice guy. I love Brother Willie. And that's all I had to say. Anyways, thank you guys for listening to my side of the story. I know I didn't get to do much talking in the interview. I'm sorry if you didn't get to see the interview, but I'm not able to put it back up, at least for now, because Jeffro was being quite the Karen and asked me to remove it. Pretty much immediately after I put it on, but still got 1,000 views out of it, so I'll take it. Anyways, yeah, thanks again. I'll see you guys next time, and Hoorah! We gonna catch some monsters, as always. Hoorah!